Hey guys, so in this video I want to show off why running two batteries in triangle strategy can be really strong. The synergy between Julio and Medina is very good, and I think it's worth running both of them a lot of the time. Most of my teams I'm definitely using both of them. It just allows you to use abilities that normally cost a lot very often, and that can really help turn the tide of the fight, in your favor. So I'm going to show off some specific combos here, and I want you to see just how often I can use skills like high jump and king shield, and it's just going to make the fight a whole lot easier. So right from the beginning, you have to put the Vanguard scarf on Julio for this to work, because you need him to be the very first in the turn order as far as your team. Okay, you want him going before all your other units that are slower than him or of similar speed. So he's gonna go ahead. I usually like to start off a fight giving Serenoa an extra TP, and I'll do that in a sec. But first, I'm gonna use Moment of Truth on Maxwell. Then we're gonna use double items and use a ranged pellet here, and then we'll just throw another pellet at Julio. Alright, so here's the first high jump. Alright. Alright, now we'll lightweight him out of there. Alright, so you see the turn order. Julio is going to be consistently going ahead of Maxwell. That's the key, okay? And then Medina will as well, because she's naturally fast. So, let's go ahead and let it keep playing out here. Now, we can use Under Conviction's banner like I was going to do anyway. And just have Serenoa stand there. Alright, now you can just run up and use Provoke here. I want to stay out of range of any mages for now, so I'll just Provoke here. Alright. We can go ahead and put Above and Beyond on Eridor. And so what's also really nice about this combo is while we're going to be focusing on putting TP into one specific unit so they can keep using their ability over and over again, but your other units will catch TP from this too, just from Medina's AoE. So if you can keep your units in a position to where Medina can keep hitting multiple of them, your whole team can just really benefit. So you'll see that. Alright, so right here I still have a full inheritor. So I'm just gonna, I want to make the point that you don't need to have any TP to start with Julio for this to work. So I'm gonna just give all of my TP to Cordelia, and that'll let her use Above and Beyond again anyway. Alright, so right here, so this first turn isn't gonna be the combo because I let Julio hit Cordelia, so it's gonna have to be next turn. So instead, what I'm gonna do is just use Battle Cry, and that'll allow me to use my ability. So all I'm going to do here is just give Serenoa a little bit of extra TP and just pass. Then we'll Battle Cry Maxwell. And we'll also, in tandem, Eridor. So you want to high jump, hit as many as you can, and then run back to the formation. Alright, so now we're set up for next turn. We'll come here and King Shield in the meantime. Alright, so this is perfect. We're going to be able to show it off quite a bit now. Alright, yeah, we'll just have Serenoa use Hawk Dive on this guy. And then we'll just use Above and Beyond on Maxwell. Alright, so here we go. So Maxwell has 1 TP, and Julio has 1. And so Maxwell's going to even get more TP than he needs here. But you'll see that if Julio had 0, this would still work, alright? So, because of the way the turn order is right now, I'm going to have to use Inheritor. So this is not quite the correct setup, because ideally Medina would have gone first. But anyway. Alright, so now, yeah, Medina just goes ahead and uses a ranged pellet right here. Actually, I have to use double items. Alright, we'll high jump again. So we've already used high jump 3 times. And then we can just wait here. Alright, now we're going to have Julio come here and use Inheritor on Eridor. And so we'll be able to King Shield again. And then we will just go ahead and use Above and Beyond on her. Have Cordelia use that on herself. And she'll just hang out there. Alright, so here's another King Shield. I may actually move. Actually, no, he'll stay right there in King Shield. Alright, now we come here. We'll just hit this guy as hard as possible. Alright, so right here, so this is a good example right here. So Eridor's got 1, Julio's got 0, and Maxwell has 1. So without even using double items here, we're just going to throw a ranged pellet. Actually, I'll use double... No, to make the point, I'm not going to use it. So we'll just throw the 1 pellet. And have Medina run away. Alright, we'll just have Maxwell like rush through these guys. Alright, so she doesn't need to do any more. I could, obviously, and this would be even better. But what I'm going to do is, all I'm going to do with her is give some TP to Cordelia. Oh, or I guess that's on herself, that's fine. Alright, now he uses Inheritor, and you saw, even with Julio having 0 and Eridor having 1, he's back at King Shield. And even if Eridor had 0, he would have gained a natural regen, and so he would still have the 4. So you'll see he'll start the next turn with 5. And by doing this over and over again, you can have Eridor use King Shield every single turn. And this can obviously be used with other units too, to use your weapon skills every single turn. Alright, so you can see how often I've been able to use King Shield and High Jump, and I haven't even been using this optimally at all. I purposely have been playing suboptimally just to show you that even if they start at minimal TP, the combo still works. Alright, so here we go again. And I could do the same thing again with Julio and Eridor, and you'll see that we even have one more TP than last time between the two of them. But I don't have to do that. I could also just come right here and use double. I don't even have to use double items. That's what's crazy. So I can still pull off the combo because there's an extra TP there by just hitting these two. This will give Cordelia above and beyond, and we can still get King Shield back again. So as you can see, I wasn't even playing optimally before. Yep, so there's above and beyond again. Just gonna use it on herself. And you see right here, we inherit her, and we can King Shield again. I mean, I think this is one of the strongest interactions in the game. The Medina-Julio interaction. It's just crazy. I mean, Eridor's been invincible for most of the battle. And then because Serenoa caught some TP from Medina, he can come here and spread it again. And I'm using reduced units, but if I was using a normal team size, the value of that Serenoa ultimate would be even higher. So Medina's already going again, and I could use, here, I'll use double items just to show how crazy this is. So I'll use a range pellet right here. Cordelia will be able to use above and beyond again. And then I can throw another one right here, or right there. And now Maxwell, he still won't get high jump back, so it's better to use it here. And now we can just run over here and use Inheritor on Maxwell. And now he can high jump again. Absolutely crazy. And now we can above and beyond again. I mean, Cordelia is just crazy with this because she gets that extra TP every turn from standing still. And we can King Shield again, even though it's completely unnecessary. And then we just come here again. We can have her double items hit herself and these guys. And now Serenoa can use Conviction's Banner again. And you see how you can just spread TP around the team to absurd effect. I mean, this is ridiculous. This isn't even the best team comp for this, like I was saying. Because I'm using, only 5 units. If I had a full team, Serenoa's ability would be more valuable. Alright, we'll just poke with Maxwell. We'll just have her stay put. Now, Maxwell's up for high jump again. He's up for King Shield again. I could also have Serenoa. I could pump him with TP and fire off another Conviction's Banner as well. But I think what I'm going to do is just Inheritor Maxwell and have him, and see here again, I could use this again. And then Cordelia's up for her ability. I mean, this is just crazy, man. And thing is, while this is a bit excessive right now, if you have extra turns where you don't need the TP, you can always use fast-acting medication with Medina. So it's never really overkill at all. High jump again. I mean, I've lost count of how many times I've used this ability, but it's kind of ridiculous. Alright, so here I could have Julio run down next to Medina again so that he's in the radius of her range palette. And yet again, I could hit these guys with a ranged pellet. And now that would mean Eridor can easily King Shield again. That would mean Serenoa could use his ultimate again if I used Julio to give him the TP. I could almost get Maxwell another high jump too, even though he's not even in the radius.
I've been waiting for this. Look at my shield.
I won't hold you back.
And yet another above and beyond. So you've seen just how many times I've been able to use, you know, really strong abilities over and over and over again. And I'm going to definitely be using stuff like this in my playthrough, so you'll definitely see that it's very practical to use. Alright, so that's the video. I hope you enjoyed, and that's why I think running 2 batteries is good. It just lets you spam ultimate abilities as much as you want and makes maps a lot easier as a result. Thanks for watching, everyone.